there a little bit to finish up. As you finish, I guess first of all, just by show of hands, and please get them up, how many people have considered moving to Florida at some point? So 6 out of 10. All right. You know a little bit about it now, but what are a couple things that come to mind if I say, hey, I'm moving to Brevard County, and the next one is I'm moving to the Space Coast? And how many people like Brevard County sounds better? Okay, and how many is the Space Coast sounds better? You have different experiences for how long you've been here in Brevard County. My biggest question is like, what keeps you here? What about here makes you want to stay as a place to live and work? Anyone?
Space.
Space? What's that? What's space to you?
The Cape, rocket launches, things of that nature.
The process of Mission Space Coast is to get the business community together and the civic community together to help us as family define who we are, what makes us unique. And no one knows better than ourselves to define that.
All right, I'm going to start with Brevard County. What's that?
That's it. I mean, it just sounds normal.
Okay.
Normal name. Yeah.
So where's that? Suburban?
Yeah.
But I mean, so I've heard some suburban, I heard like nothing, it just kind of is boring.
Branding is so important to a community, to a company. We think about brands all the time, and that's probably the biggest hurdle we face on the recruitment side is bringing people here. They don't know who we are. They don't know where we are. So how do we create a brand where people recognize and go, ah, that's who they are on the Space Coast?
Anything else with Brevard County?
Like it doesn't distinguish it from any other just general county.
Yeah.
But not every county is Space Coast.
We're trying to find what we want to have identify us. It's not already existing necessarily. The elements are there, but as you know, you're trying to pull it together. So I think that relies on a process of us all deciding what we want, as opposed to saying, hey, we already have a brand, let's just shine a light on it.
That's why it's critical in Mission Space Coast to have this conversation, to find out, as we have these series throughout the county, throughout the next few months, what is that ubiquitous issue that comes up? It's not my place to define it, it's my place to listen to it.
You have different experiences for how long you've been here in Brevard County. My biggest question is like, what keeps you here? What about here makes you want to stay as a place to live and work? And just some gut level reactions.
Well, it's interesting. When I tell people where we live, they really don't know Melbourne, Florida, right? So there's these geographic locations. I can tell them Cocoa Beach. I can tell them Kennedy Space Center. And then I often tell people it's an incredibly diverse economy. We have the spaceport, we have the deep water port, and we have the airport.
People may not realize all of the amazing things that have been accomplished in this community, not just going to space, but just everything from our incredible zoo and the way we take care of animals to our educational system.
The Navy is here with NO2, the Naval Ordnance Test Unit. So you've got all of the armed services here, but then you've got the advanced engineering companies, L3 Harris, Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin. They're all here, so people who are involved in engineering.
We have the green sea turtles that come here. We have fishing, we have waterways. It's a small community still. It has that sweet, small town nature. There's no place on the world like this.
Okay, did anyone else have anything like small town feel or anything like that?
I feel very welcoming. Like, there's opportunity for everybody here. It doesn't matter where you're from, what your interests are, we have it here.
Okay. All right.
With that, let's turn it over to the NBAR team so they can share all of this fun, exciting visual display for us.
Appreciate the setup there, Brad. Yeah, we're excited to be here. Thank you all.
When we take all these different parts of the community, the public side, the private side, and we all can come together under a single purpose and mission, great things happen. And it's exciting to be a part of that. So I'm thrilled to be part of this campaign and to help lead us into this brand campaign, this brand recognition, and taking Brevard to the next level.